Join me today as we time hop September 26th from apples to Abbey Road, carceral matters and criminals, and the establishment of a federal agency. Let's take a look at some things that happened on September 26th. You ready? All right, let's go. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for September 26th. September 26th is the 269th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 270th in leap years, with 96 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is carceral. Carceral is an adjective that means of, relating to, or suggesting a jail or prison. For example, advocates call for reform in the carceral systems, or restorative justice may be viewed as a more humane alternative to traditional carceral punishment, or the judge offered the defendant a choice between inpatient drug treatment or the carceral alternative. The word carceral comes to us from Latin, where it meant prison. First known use of the word carceral is around 1570. Carceral. Today's word carceral was suggested by YouTube viewer at T. Ramsire. Thanks, Teresa. And if you have a word you'd like to see in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, this is the birthday of a man known as Johnny Appleseed. Born John Chapman, he acquired the name Johnny Appleseed over the course of his life and work. He was born September 26, 1774. A popular legend about him is that he went trekking about spreading apple seeds as he went, tra-la-la. But in actuality, he was not quite that carefree. He planted nurseries. He would build fences around those nurseries to protect the young trees from livestock and possibly wildlife, and leave the nurseries in the care of a local person who could sell some of the saplings and keep a share of the money in return. He also preached the gospel as he went about. I don't get much sense that he ever settled into one particular place, but was more itinerant. He never married and became a vegetarian in his later years. Johnny Appleseed lived to the age of 70. The United States Federal Trade Commission was established by the Federal Trade Commission Act on September 26, 1914. The Federal Trade Commissioner's job is to enforce civil antitrust law and promote consumer protection. The gangster known as Machine Gun Kelly surrendered to the FBI on September 26, 1933. And it sounds like he turned himself in, but what happened was, I guess they got him cornered, so he stuck his hands up and gave himself over to them, and as he did, he shouted out, "Don't shoot, G-men," which became the nickname for FBI agents, G-men. Now we have a playlist of episodes for this day in history, as well as a playlist of single subjects called How About That? And words of the day in a playlist called There's a Word for That, and I'll leave links to those playlists for you. The Beatles' album Abbey Road was released on September 26, 1969. It was their last album recorded together. Of the 17 songs listed on the Abbey Road album, it's hard to pick just one favorite, but I will mention Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Dark lyrics disguised by an upbeat sound. The recording, production, and inclusion of this song on this album was a source of contention for probably everyone involved. For one thing, John hated it, calling it one of Paul's granny songs. And Ringo said it was one of the worst sessions ever, with Paul working that song over and over until he was pleased with the result. Ringo would later say, though, that sure, it was granny music, but we needed stuff like that on our album so other people would listen to it. I'm truly sorry about the difficulties the Fab Four were experiencing with each other long about then, but I'm sure glad they stuck through and got this album out. It's a good one. I've got a link in the description to Maxwell's Silver Hammer if it's been a while since you've heard it, or if you're new to this one and haven't heard it yet. Maxwell's Silver Hammer from the Abbey Road album. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this one. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.